This movie changed the way I view superhero movies for the rest of my life. This movie made me mad when I first saw it in 2013. I was enraged. And then I watched again after that. And then I haven't watched this movie since college. So maybe 14, when the last time I saw this movie. I had it, I own it on DVD. I haven't watched it since then. So to pick it back up, I'm doing the Iron Man series. And I already gave it away, Iron Man 3. And it wasn't that bad of a movie. I actually enjoyed this movie after waiting so many years to watch it again. I enjoyed it. So today I'm going to review Iron Man 3. What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Movie Breakdowns. I'm your host, Zakka. What is Movie Breakdowns? A movie review series where we look at new and old movie, give them a grade A through F, plus minuses do count. If there's a movie you want me to review, let me know, put in the comments section, and I'll try to get to it as best I can. Literally, I'm trying to get to it as best as I can. And on top of that, I have a Patreon, which on the Patreon, if you go in and you pay the Patreon price, you get not only like reviews for it come out on YouTube or Facebook, you also get first come first serve. So when you put a request in, I go find that movie as best I can and try to get it so that you can watch it. So I can watch it and review it for you. So they throw you front in line. It also gives you a chance to watch other things such as trailer reviews, trailer reactions, and my first thoughts on movies when I first get done watching it or first see it, get those thoughts. Now today we're reviewing Iron Man 3. Like I said, this movie when I first saw it in 2013 enraged me. And you're probably thinking, if you've seen this movie and you're a fan of Iron Man, you're probably thinking, oh, I know what it is. Yeah, the Mandarin. The Mandarin, one of Iron Man's greatest rivals, his main supervillain, is considered a joke character in this movie. And it really irked me when I saw it. It's like watching a Batman movie, you know, like the Joker's gonna be in it, oh, the Joker's gonna be in it, and then the Joker being like, oh, we're not that one psychotic guy. We are a group of people, of 10 people calling ourselves the Joker. We're an organization. The Joker is really an organization, not a person. And that right there, like, always irked me. And because of that, I realized after Iron Man 3 came out that these movies wasn't directly to the fans. It wasn't completely for the fans. They understand Disney, and I think Disney got a hold of it by this time. If not, the MCU, they understood that this is becoming bigger than just the normal comic book fans or the normal fan. This is becoming something where everybody wants to see it, the family wants to see it. So they did all these things, especially Iron Man 3, you'll see, they did all these things where they tied in the family. Like Robert Downey Jr., who plays Tony Stark, we all know this, he is barely in the Iron Man suit. Barely in it. Like, Iron Man's in the movie, but he's not in the suit. He is made it like the suit automatic, or made the suit can function on his own while he goes off and do things. So he's not in the suit. So he's barely Iron Man in this movie. He's mostly just himself, which is also a pretty cool take on it. I enjoy that watching it. Maybe this is the third time I've seen it, fourth time, but I enjoyed it on this new rewatch. I really enjoyed it. I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. One thing I did forget, that this movie was a Christmas movie. And I'm like, oh yeah. I do remember being upset about that when I watched it the first time. It came out in May 2013. If this is gonna be a christmas movie, they should have waited to December 2013 instead of May. But I get it, push it out before you know, the new Marvel movies come out. Hey, you could have released it in February, maybe January. Like, it threw me off that this is a Christmas movie, so this is one of the movies put on the list where you want to watch during the holiday season, because this is a holiday movie. In fact, it's like Christmas sprouted throughout this whole movie. The ending theme has the ending battle has a Christmas theme to it. Presents and stuff like that. It is definitely a Christmas movie. So I'm like, oh, well, the superheroes got a Christmas movie on the list. So there you go. Holiday season, you know, 12 days of Christmas, movies to watch. Iron Man 3, that's your movie. But yeah, the Mandarin made me mad, and I really understood from that day on that these Marvel movies wasn't going to be directed to the fans. It's going to be for the whole family, because people enjoy this movie. This movie made the most money of the Iron Man movies. It's actually considered one of Iron Man's best movies. I watched it, and I can agree that this is probably one of the strongest movies in the Iron Man series. If it's not directly tied with Iron Man 1, it's just a little bit below it, I think. I think Iron Man 1 still is pretty good. Heck, this movie could a little bit above Iron Man 1. It's such, they're right, like, they're interchangeable for me. They're not like oh, this is directly high, like heads and shoulders above like Thor Ragnarok compared to Thor 1 and 2. But this is a good movie. This is a good movie. I enjoyed it. So, what is this movie about? One of the coolest things, Tony Stark is dealing with PTSD. I like that. It shows that he's human. And this is once again Marvel playing on that human aspect of it. Marvel does a good job doing that. But before you get Avengers Endgame where they're all dealing with the issues, Iron Man is dealing with these issues in this movie. So, and it actually causes him in Age of Ultron to kind of do the same thing. It's like the whole attack on New York really messed up Iron Man. He's having a hard time sleeping. He's tinkering with stuff because he can't sleep. So he's lack of sleep, and he's creating all these Iron Man Iron Man suits to try to protect, pretty much, for the big protections, and just in case another event happens, he's ready to go. So he is going through it right now, and then he's having triggers. He's having attacks, anxiety attacks. So somebody says something mentioning New York, he'll freak out, and throughout the movie he had to overcome that obstacle, that mental obstacle of the PTSD and the anxiety attacks. And I think that was pretty cool. I like that concept of the movie. And as he's going through it, you see him struggle with it. And there's a kid named Harley in this movie who really helps him overcome that. He helps him realize that, hey man, Iron Man calls himself a mechanic. You're a mechanic before you was an Iron Man suit. So why don't you do what you're good at? And that helped Iron Man realize, like, I can do something on my own. I don't need the suit to really be Tony Stark. I don't have to be Iron Man to be Tony Stark. I can be my own person, and Iron Man can be something that adds to my life. So I do like the fact he goes on that little journey. Now, this movie's also a revenge movie. So there's stuff that goes on in this movie that happened like in the early 90s. They actually showed what, I think it was the New Year's Eve of 2000. Or I guess 99, New Year's Eve of 99 to into the new millennium, that Tony Stark, who was being a jerk back then, kind of set people up and didn't really follow through or like left people hanging. They came back and they tried to pretty much bring down Tony Stark. Aldrich Killian is one of those guys who Tony Stark like pretty much set up at the beginning of the movie, just kind of like forgot about him, played him off, and dude got his money, came back and healed himself. And he's going to take down Iron Man. He was going to try to beat Iron Man. That was his goal in this movie, to beat Iron Man. And he's going to do it behind the guise of the Mandarin. And Mandarin, who is a joke character, who is played by this character named Trevor. So he's an actor, and he's put on this little show that Aldrich can be like the guy behind the scenes, and the Mandarin be the face. And Aldrich is pretty much using this character to, use... actually, they cause terrorist attacks. I was gonna say use something else, but I couldn't think of the word I wanted to say. But cause terrorist attack. He's using humans as bombs. So he'll give these humans this like medicine or this not medicine. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh man, formula. I guess it's really to help them regenerate their limbs. So a lot of these people that are going to Aldrich were veterans or somebody who had an accident where they don't have use of all the limbs. Maybe somebody missing an arm, maybe somebody missing a leg. So Aldrich will give them this formula that will help them regenerate. And they regenerate the limbs like that, but if somebody takes it, the body rejects it, they explode. So Aldrich was sending these people off to certain places and location, and they would blow up, and pretty much people think it's a terrorist attack, which is called by the Mandarin. And Aldrich was using this to get into the White House. So he wanted to kill the president off. So the vice president, whose daughter cannot walk, she's in a wheelchair, is going to use the formula to regenerate his daughter, but only way he's going to do that when he got into the White House and put Aldrich as like one of his top guys, so Aldrich get all the money and funding to pretty much make the destructive formulas that might work on people, might not work on people. And he was missing one thing to stabilize people, and that was what Tony Stark needed. Tony Stark figured out this with another girl named Maya at the beginning of the movie, and Aldrich needed Tony to get that last piece. And by him getting to Tony, he needed to get to Gwyneth Paltrow character Pepper Potts, and Iron Man put the save Pepper, beat Aldrich, and pretty much win the day. Now, one more thing I want to mention in this movie there's a scene, well, two scenes. So Iron Man, which actually then we should take another step back before I can go into that scene, because there's multiple scenes that lead up to the scene that I want to talk about. The first scene, Iron Man does a really dumb thing in this movie that irks me. He tells the Mandarin where he lives. Like a lack of a better term, guys, a dumbass. Like, he is stupid. And he tells him where he's gonna live, but then didn't really protect himself. Didn't really have anything set up just in case the Mandarin just try to show up to his place. You think he's just gonna walk in the front door like, Mandarin here? No, he sent guys to shoot down Iron Man's place. And the commercial for this movie, which I love this commercial, it's one of my favorite movie commercials ever. Iron Man is like trying to like save Pepper Potts and also fight off like trying to fight off the bad guys, and at the same time get out the building. But the building collapses on him and his house crashes on him in the water. I thought it was a pretty cool scene. And Jarvis, once again played by Paul Bettany, shoots him out into the middle of Tennessee. And Iron Man literally had to work on, like, pretty much was alone by himself when he ran to Harley. And then from there he figures out who Audrey Killian is and all the other stuff, and then figure out where the Mandarin's at. So he goes to Miami, where the Mandarin is located, goes to Miami, and pretty much invades the Mandarin's like mansion through just normal stuff. Like, he's a stapler gun, a bunch of other stuff. Like, it's pretty cool scene. Like, he breaks in, gets captured though, but he does do some cool things. I thought, like, oh, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. And War Machine's in this movie as the Iron Patriot, and or no, it's not the Iron Patriot. Yeah, the Iron Patriot. Yeah, Iron Patriot. I was gonna say call him Patriot, but it's the Iron Patriot. He's in this movie. He gets a redo, but he also gets compromised. So, you know, Don Cheadle character is forced to do the same thing that Iron Man's kind of doing in this movie. So Rhodey's forced to do the same thing that Iron Man's kind of has to do as like just two normal guys. And they actually go in the final fight scene, they go in and pretty much like fight off the bad guys in normal human wear. Iron Man does call his house party protocol, which he calls in all his Iron Man suits at the end of the movie. That's a pretty cool scene. I do like that. And then at the end of it all, Pepper Potts saves the day, really. She gets, the formula gets put inside her. She puts a fall and die in this movie, but it's a Marvel movie. You know she's not going to die unless it's Civil War. Sorry, not Civil nope, not Civil War. Unless it's Age of Ultron. Sorry, Quicksilver. Pray for you. But yeah, she doesn't die, but she comes back and pretty much beats down Audrey Killian and saves the day. So yeah, that was an interesting twist. It wasn't just Iron Man himself. Pepper helped out, so that was a cool twist. Characters. I say this in every movie. Robert Downey Jr., who plays Iron Man. Don Cheadle, who plays War Machine. Happy Hogan, who's played by Jon Favreau. They're all great. They're all great. I don't have a complaint about those guys. The main crew, I don't have a complaint. Heck, Gwyneth Paltrow did a better job playing Pepper Potts in this movie. Her acting didn't seem like she wasn't phoning it in, or didn't seem like it was over the top. It was right. It was perfect. Like, it was great. I enjoyed those characters. I enjoyed them in this movie. At the third go around, they knew what they was doing. They had it on lockdown. Now, Guy Pearce as Audrey Killian, thought he did great. I didn't mind him as a villain. Now, as a villain for the Marvel series, he's not memorable. He's not memorable. You forget about him. But like in this movie, watching, it's like, oh, okay, it's a villain that I can agree with. I don't have an issue with this villain. Is he memorable? No. Is he my favorite Marvel villain? No. But hey, okay. And then you got Ben Kingsley, who plays Trevor / the Mandarin. Phenomenal. I think Ben Kingsley did a great job when he was a Mandarin. He would be menacing and threatening. That was great. I got that. I got behind him. Heck, the commercial made you think like this dude was really the Mandarin. And then when he's the drunk, homeless guy known as Trevor, you're like, what? And he plays the whole don't know what's going on. I'm just here kind of guy. I was getting paid kind of things. And drugs, by the way. They was like, what? They said, what? Like, he was convincing. Like, it literally made me mad when I watched it the first time. Like, what the heck? He was a convincing character when he was menacing and when he was the joke character that he turned out to be. And then, got my computer up right here, guys. I'm just looking on over. Rebecca Hall, who played Maya Hansen, she was okay. I didn't mind her. She didn't see out of place. She sat perfectly in the movie. And then last but not least, you got Ty Simpkins, who plays Harley, who's the kid in this movie. When Ty and Robert Downey Jr. was on the screen together, they played off each other so well. I enjoyed the chemistry they had between each other. They was so good, like the quips and the jokes. Oh man, it was great. I enjoyed it, and I wish he was more in the movie, but no, Iron Man had to leave, and he even had a joke where he's like, I'll at least try to keep him to stay, but I thought that was cool. I liked their dynamic, and I wish I would have got more of that in this movie. So I do give them props to that. Last thoughts I go into is like a Friday night movie. The music is great. I love the music of this movie. The movie score is good. We're good with there. The CGI is also good. The CGI holds up. The CGI done really well. Props to that. And that's it right there. So, is it a Friday night movie? Sure, it's a Friday night movie. Watch with friends and family. It's a good movie to watch with everybody. Great. And then grading time. I'm going to grade Iron Man 3 a solid B. Solid B. I was going to say B+. I was like, wait, that's not right. A solid B. This movie is not the most memorable Marvel movie. They did do some things where they changed the characters up. They kind of irked my soul. But it's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's not like, oh my gosh, Avengers Infinity War level. But this movie is a good movie. Great movie. A B. Props to it. Good job, Marvel. Good job. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Movie Breakdowns. If you've seen Iron Man 3, let me know. Please put in the comments section below. Tell me your thoughts on it. I'm curious. And see you guys next time. Keep it awesome. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend about my series. Tell a friend about Grind Towards Success. Tell a friend about the Movie Breakdown series. If you really like these episodes, I really appreciate it. It means so much to me. It means so much. I can't tell you how much it means. Like it's like I'll be really grateful you just told a friend and share and subscribe to the series. And thank you guys for watching this. Also, if you want to follow my journey outside of YouTube or Facebook, you can go to my Instagram page and you can follow me on my Instagram page at Ali_Zakka. It's right here. Put it right here in my face. That way you're like, where's his face at? Well, it's right behind the Instagram logo. Yeah, but you can follow me on my Instagram page. And also, if you want another episode of Grind Towards Success or Movie Breakdowns, you can watch the episode of Grind Towards Success right here. You can watch the last episode of Movie Breakdowns right there. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. See you guys next time. Keep being awesome.